What's up, homie? Welcome to Genzs and Cat, where the only thing we filter is our language. Sometimes. That wasn't your plan.
Welcome to Genzs and Cat. Don't think like that.
Are we doomed? Are we never gonna get good leaders?
Period. My name is Natasha.
Brandy Mora.
And this is Genzs and Cat. Everywhere on all social media platforms. My personal page is Natasha.
Brandy Mora. All
on
social media
all
platforms.
How just subscribe, why? Aki guy on a normal day.
Guy,
you're not subscribed to Genzs and Cat.
Uncle, please.
Zasapa.
Hey.
Hey. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video even before you watch it because it's gonna be a banger. And also watch the other videos too. Sindio?
Yeah.
Meshinda
poa. The week has been amazing. Yeah. Kama watu wali notice 2 weeks ago, ni 2 weeks, see 2 weeks. Siku sija release wimbo bado, but a clip of my song ilitoka.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks ago I announced that I could be a musician. Asema pedi amefika, Mary ameshika, fatazi shiki zinanimaliza, zanguzanishe, niko na twin sister, take it from the top, get na kazifisa. One more time for the people at the bar. Kam nikupeni na shash, zangu zikishika twende bash, pedi wa maina sini crash, zangu zikishuka twende chash. Pedi amefika, Mary ameshika, fatazi shiki cheki zinanimaliza, zanguzanishe, niko na twin sister, take it from the top, piga tena kazifisa, piga kazifisa, body on the beat, anadai kuivisha, foreign out, one time kuivisha, zako zimelo, zimeshika, take it from the top, piga tena kazifisa, take it from the top, zimeshika, kam nikupeni na shash.
Period.
Listen to that.
Unaweza sema the same?
Hapana.
Kwani watu mko na talent.
Lakini mimi nitakuwa wenu, tutakuwa wenu. Ana joke, ujijoke. Tumekupata, ilikuwa prank.
The gaslighting. Oh my god. But yes, ilikuwa prank.
What is the topic?
Are you pranked?
They are pranked obviously.
Yeah.
Sino wanauma kwa pranksters. Sino pranks.
Tunaongelelea drugs and drug is nika tumetumia.
Bana, umetumia? Say no to what?
I'm a good girl.
Say no to what?
Drug and drug abuse.
Yes, itakumaliza by the way. Remember those books that had some cartoons huko nyuma telling us say no to drugs?
Sikumbuki. Labda
the exercise books, sijui kama I don't know, they used to have it behind.
Walikuwa wanaletea nyinyi wakisiju, walikuwa wanajua nyinyi machizi mnatumianga hizo vitu.
Nilisomea Nakuru.
Oh, okay, sawa basi mimi ndo niko ushago sana tujeletea.
But mimi nilisomea, hata sikusomea Nakuru peke yake. Nilisomea Kilgoris, nikasoma. Hiyo ni primary peke yake. Kilgoris, several schools in Kisii na Nakuru. Hiyo ni primary.
Main part. Kisii.
Hizo exercise book nilianza kuona Nakuru. Kwa Nakuru mtambie mnatumia nini?
Amejitetea sana. So we have questions. We have questions tunataka tuulize tukijibu. Nani alianza on the previous video?
I think I did.
Okay, so I will. Unajua producer ndo andika hizi maswali na mimi.
Na naandika ka daktari manze, si umpe job kwa clinic. Ako in the wrong field.
Pharmaceutical jobs. Anyway, if you could speak directly to someone on the edge of falling into drug abuse, what would you tell them?
That drug is not going to save you.
Oh,
it won't.
Clock that tea.
It will not. It will make you feel good for like 20 minutes and you'll come back to reality and you'll have to deal with the problem. And if you decide to keep on buying 20 minutes, you'll go bankrupt. And now you'll have more problems than you had before the drugs.
Yeah, and now you won't even have a drug to deal with because you're broke. You know?
Unless you get into crime, which is like, hiyo ni nini surely. Sio kule tu matunda na fruits.
Lakini if you have ways you can tell us how to get into crime.
Hata kusema kila sipotuambia tunaenda kwa DCI right now.
Mimi hata niko na family member. I'm lying. Oh my god.
Tasaliliwa shtuke.
I'm lying.
What would you tell them?
I would tell them, have you watched that Kabad? I would tell them to watch that Bad.
That bad that goes picking this.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's a bad.
Have you seen that video? Unajua tunakwambianga uweke vitu kwa video na uwekangi. I will personally
send it to him.
If I don't just look for the video, there's a bag that is speaking.
Inakuanga inakimbia inaruka ya kwanza inashanga hiyo nini, so ikikutana nayo tena, so that's the drug.
Inakuwa curious,
inakunywa inakuwa fully yellow, world yake ilikuwa black and white, so inapata color, the bird gets color, and then it flies, so it goes, it feels so happy, and then it runs. Now it's going to look for another one, it gets it flies, and then now the more it uses the drug, the shorter the high, and the faster
he has to run to the next high, and so it's like inaenda ikipandanga, so hata anxiety yako ukiwatch video ina build because it was just slow, and now it's rushing, rushing haipati, it rushes further because they can't believe that drug is not there.
That end the high is no longer the same because the moment the high inaenda ikipungua,
now you need bigger amounts.
Yes, it's like when you start using coke, the lines, the first time is so, I don't know about that,
but we have seen in movies.
Yes. Hey, wait, wazazi wangu jamani, I've done a lot of things, but that it's like Nashinsky said, but don't define drugs. Anyways, so if it's like the first time you use something, you feel so good, and then when you're addicted to it, it's like normal. Now you have to add the dose.
Now you add the
dose. And imagine how drugs are expensive.
Imagine as if unga si expensive enough.
I tell you, drugs shouldn't. No, just leave it. Like it's not what you need. You need to help yourself, and drugs don't do that. At the end of the day, what message do you have for hope?
Guys, I'm right?
Dr. Karanja in the building.
At the end of the day, what message do you have? Do you hope listeners? Aki Karanja, are you even trying?
So at the end of the day, what message do you hope listeners take away about drug use and abuse?
Okay. At the end of the day, what message do you hope listeners take about drug use? Take away about drug use and abuse.
There's a difference between drug use and abuse.
By yote, you shouldn't do either, because ukianza use, whether you like it or not, ukienda na hiyo path unaenda ku abuse. Because unaanza kama leisure, kidogo, unaenda leisure, and now you realize you need that leisure. And now you'll keep it. It's just like a rabbit hole. Like unashinda tu hapo.
And I also feel like if you already are doing drugs and you're not addicted and it's for fun, you need to develop a relationship. It depends with the drug you're using.
Create boundaries.
Please, the drugs that are illegal in Kenya, they're illegal for a reason.
Surely, ukishashikwa alafu ambiwe pene 10K.
What's hata kushikwa? They're illegal for a reason. They're very expensive, that's one. 2, they will ruin you. They will ruin you and your family, not just you. Your money utakuwa
unaenda probably your future, because you don't ungekuwa una invest kwa biashara umeka kwa drugs.
So they will ruin you. That's number 2. And if they're illegal in Kenya, they're illegal for a reason. It's not like they make you money or anything unless when you pay them, which is also a crime.
Tashikwa na kucheka na utatwita tukuchange in the middle of the night na sina.
So if you're, what I'm trying to say is, if you're using drugs, and the illegal drugs, of course, that's what you're talking about. That's alcohol and what? Nicotine.
Alcohol is not illegal.
I'm talking about legal drugs.
Or legal.
Yeah.
I think it's like alcohol, cat mirror, cigarette, tobacco,
cigarette,
vape.
Vape is, oh my god, I've seen videos of vapors.
Me have seen videos of people who are using cigarettes, and let me tell you, they can't breathe. Wanna breathe, I don't think I wanna do that. I don't think I wanna do. Yani vitu kama hizo,
as an upcoming artist,
imagine. Kwanza kuna mi nayo watu naonea huruma ni people who can sing. Wachana watu tupa my lines to people who
can sing. What do you mean?
I can sing, but they don't know that yet.
Okay.
You're gonna find out. But people who can go up to the G clef, alafu you start abusing these drugs. I kid you not. I give you 3 months of you abusing that drug. Your G clef. Hey, umeona Jojosi wa Kimba? You and her, same was up.
Yeah, so I think we should develop, like, if you're using drugs, develop a very good relationship with it. Like,
have boundaries.
Have boundaries. Like, we treat kama the drug, it is a drug.
Yeah.
Like, treat it like a drug.
Don't treat it like food.
It can get you to the worst places you could ever get to. Like, it could be the worst thing you ever did in your entire life. And if you are not using any, it's not worth
Don't start. Kwanza hapo kwa curiosity. Your curiosity killed the cat. And it will kill you too. So don't try. No, I remember when we were told the only way to prevent addiction, the best way to prevent addiction is to never start. Just don't get curious enough. So umeona kwa movie, kwa TV, what it does to people, you know. So what else do you want to know?
Do you want to see how drugs
if it could do to you? Unataka kwa statistics. I like that for you. No, me too. Do you think society understands the difference between use, misuse, and abuse?
No.
Yeah, I don't think they do understand that.
Kenyans think misusing and abusing drugs.
They think using and abusing is the same thing.
Yeah, no, they think abusing drugs is using drugs. So I don't understand what abusing means to them.
I think for them, abusing has ile siku umefika rehab.
Ndo
wanasema huyo ame-abuse drugs. Lakini hiyo
ukilala kwa mtaro it's okay.
Hiyo it's okay, and which is like ridiculous.
Wow.
And that is abuse.
Oh my god, unakumbuka ile video ya kila mtu ni birthday yake bwana kunywa.
Hey,
you know the fact that this video trended and people are using it to make fun out of even birthdays nowadays, you can,
that is what people birthday yako umeshikwa hivi
guy naeza cheese don't do that to me.
Not only is it misuse, it is abuse now.
Oh my god. And that is even, you know, I could, if it is a video and you're doing that to me, you can be sued.
People do
I
that.
can sue you.
But imagine people have been doing that, which is crazy.
No, like if I don't like drinking like that and you force me, I can sue you. Because what if I died? You know, alcohol poisoning is a thing.
Yeah.
Your body could literally shut down because
the reason
of too
why
much
you
alcohol in your
puke
body.
is because you're this close to dehydration to death.
Yeah, dehydrating to death.
And your body rejects it. So kuna siku itashindwa ku reject juu umeizoesha.
Inaanza inajaribu ku adjust to what now it thinks it's normal. And then now ile time imeanza ku adjust, uache kupuke, ufanye anything, unaenda una dead juu mwili yako honestly it can't handle it.
Liver cirrhosis, uchangiwe uende India.
Changi. Wewe jua hivyo. Mr.
Lung cancer. Haya, Jonjo wewe tumia two drugs.
Everyone has that story of their first time they saw or heard about drugs. What was yours?
Campus.
Oh yeah.
Campus week 1.
Ai, kwani hakuna mtu ametumia drugs ukaona?
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen like all the uncles struggling with alcoholism.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Alcoholism kwanza. They struggle with it. Kwanza, oh my God, I hope you don't get offended because you recovered, but there's this one time, one of sijini uncle ama ni nini, siko sure. Unajua tu hizi African relationships. So ujuangi ni nani, but ni relative. But ni almost age mate. Alikuwa zake zimemshow, akakuja kwa nyumba. Mind you, mamangu anatuacha si watoto wadogo. So, mimi ni dem, brother yangu ni boy kadogo. So, it's like dangerous to come find a random man. Alikuja, akaingia kwa kitchen, akajiserve food, akakula, akaingia sijui kwa room nani, akadoze. Hapo si kwao.
Oh,
ni kwetu.
Sasa ndani yako kwa wama.
I'm assuming so. It was so weird.
Masi alikuwa blacked out basi kama ajui kwa ni wapi.
Alafu unajua sisi hatuko tuna understand.
Oh my
sisi we are kids. We're just seeing, tunasikia na half obviously, but we're like, there's no way zitakushow hivi vote. Hivi vote. Umekuja hadi ukajiserve bro.
Ukakula na ukaenda kudoze.
Kwa room, mind you.
I thank God he didn't do anything crazy to you guys.
Alhamdulillah. He was a nice cousin. He was
but
just.
But you know sometimes nice people, once they use drugs, they turn to be a whole different person.
But squeezy Nona, he got better actually. Congratulations. These are your flowers. He even has a family and a home.
Wow.
What him normal.
Manze, you can actually get out of addiction.
Aliamua too, this is enough.
I think it's always, sometimes it's about your
choices.
Yes, and your mental strength to say no to something.
Yeah. Siku moja tu aliamkanga akasema this is enough, aka change too.
Wow.
Now he's people's role model, and I'm like, wow.
That's my
so
brother. So
people can change.
My brother, the older one. Yes, nice. Until he was almost 30. Yeah, anatupianga hii story hata I hope I wish he was here. I hope tukienda course sijui hata kubali kupeana kwa story yake kwa my TikTok. But like he was such a bad alcoholic. Like alikuanga anaenda na miguu to Tanzania. Juu Tanzania pombe ni cheap.
Na miguu
but kwetu ni almost kwa border.
But still
yeah, real. Alikuwa anaenda na miguu anarudi akiwa mlevi chakari. And mind you kuna wezi kwa barabara, kuna hizi vitu zote zina happen.
And hiyo place
na hakuna siku ambaye
unajua God pia uko na hiyo place
wamewaeka
hiyo place inakuanga na wild animals like usiku.
Si ndio talk.
Si ndio hiyo. Sasa ndo nasema not only
ndo nasema and for those years nothing has ever happened to him.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank God. And then it just came a time he decided to stop, just the way you said that guy decided to stop. He stopped and then he switched. Unaona wale watu alikuanga wale watu anti zetu hawataki watoto wake wakae karibu na yeye
because of the influence,
and they were talking so bad about him, like walikuwa wanamuongelea vibaya sana. And that's my brother. Me knows him. Yes. I know not for me him. Me
even
I was
for
just
you
a child,
for the younger siblings,
but I was a kid. I was literally 3 or 2, I don't know.
Also you didn't understand a lot.
I wasn't even
aware.
Like in story yali nikuja kunipea because he was in his 20s. So fast forward akaenda akasoma. He didn't even go to uni when he started drinking. He hadn't gone to uni. So he went to uni, studied, and now he's a medical engineer making big bag. And now he also is a role model in our surrounding. So I think it's a mental choice. Choose yourself.
To be better.
Yes. Yeah.
But
you guys don't understand the difference between misuse, use, and abuse. It's a bloodline in Kenyan society, a very bloodline. You guys need to get
Kenyans wakisikia long holiday, national holiday. Who?
I know. And they're making it look cool.
And that's the problem. Ata Kenyans, we are known for alcoholism, like
all over
the world. And watu wakisema story time about when I was in Kenya, wanasema guys, Kenyans don't drink like the rest of you. If you drink with a Kenyan, you might die. That is not a nice thing to be said about us.
Ni sawa tuambiwe tu sisi ni wakali online, but then again
alcoholism.
Siku
moja hata tuambiwe tuna produce the best coffee.
Tuna produce.
We are tea. But we need them to recognize that horticulture tuko wanoma.
But we can't be that good at drinking, honestly. Dunia mzima inajua. Apart from running, Kenyans drink too. Jehovah.
Wakumbushe tunapandanga maua na tuna compete na Netherlands.
Na tuna onewa politically. Endelea.
What role does peer pressure social media, family, mother, father, and siblings play in how people view and try drugs today?
Ooh.
First of all, people who have had alcoholic fathers and mothers might incline, when they have seen how bad it was for them, they might view alcohol negatively. Like they might never try it a lot.
Yeah, it's either both sides, like both extremes. Yeah. It's either they never use it because they hated to see their parents like that, or they completely abuse it because
even my dad was like that.
I mean. So it's never in the middle. So they, for some reason, don't know how to use drugs. They misuse or totally don't use drugs. So I think it affects people like that. Society also does not correct people correctly. Like they don't tell people about drugs. They don't inform and correct people, rehabilitate people correctly. Like people
define correctly.
Like you don't, unaona kama wanajua uncle alikuanga tu ana shida ya drugs na wanamuita kwa event, wanajua itakuwa na drugs. You see, like people are not considerate enough to rehabilitate former drug abusers and drug addicts in the situations and the societal positions they are in that moment. I feel like that is so sad because you are making them prone to being addicts again. That is not good.
Na social media. Kwanza Wakenya tumenormalize alcoholism. Sasa hapo social media I think inatunasa kwa social media has normalized drug abuse such that it doesn't look like a bad thing as it is. Like it's like, oh, it's a bad thing but not that bad.
I mean,
so now people will be like, oh, I'm not that bad. So people will just use drugs.
Continue using it. And at the end
praise
of the day,
and praise the drugs they're using.
Now ubaya ni, as much as people usually post it on their social medias, they are using drugs, they are abusing drugs and all that. At the end of the day, you don't know how this person how easily they could get out of it and how hard it would be for you to get out of it. So don't do it because someone else is doing it. That's very stupid. So you jiangalie wewe mwenyewe. At the end of the day, hata kama social media na society inakwambia wewe jijue mali.
Society itakuwa hapo ukiwa na cirrhosis. I promise you.
Na itakuchangia uende India.
Best
believe. There are a lot of glamorization of drug use online in
and music. In the music. Hey.
How?
Kikaraja uta edit video shangae.
Makosa ni nani? Unajua kuandika vizuri kwa nini?
There's a lot of glamorization of
drug use
online and in music. In music. How real is the picture? Okay, take it again.
Pondito. There is a lot of glamorization of drug use online and in music. How real is the picture?
First of all, kwa music videos, you might see people doing crazy. Inaweza kuwa prop. Inaweza kuwa fake smoke.
Siroke ya uongo.
Inaweza kuwa wamepanga tu malines za ungano. Hivi tu wewe unadhani ni wanapiga. Wewe unaenda unapiga na wao wanavuta unga. Alafu wanacheka junifani. I don't think you should just take what you see evil, and maybe they are actually using it, but maybe they're just using it for the video. After that they're going to detox. You don't know. You're just watching. You've just watched 2 minutes of their lives. You don't know about the rest of their lives.
Now I hate the glamorization. I hate the glamorization. I hate the fact
especially of hard drugs
and people, and they make it look cool, like it's really cool to do lines, you know. Do you do lines? Do you do Molly?
Do you wanna
meth, you know?
Do you see stars, kaleidoscope?
You know, it feels like I'm being tickled when I take it.
You know, I could actually tickle you and you don't have to put substances in your body. If you wanna feel like you're being tickled.
Oh my God, it is so
I could
insane.
do that for you.
Because they make it look cool and they make it look like it's for rich people. They make it look like it's something so good to do because now you're with the
like, especially easy hard drugs, it kind of shows that you have the money to buy it, which is like your money ungetumia ku start a business or braid your hair.
Really? Like, just go do your hair, man.
You just use it to better yourself or other people if you don't like the money, if it's too much.
I hate the glamorization. I hate the fact that people would go around and say enda ulewe. Enda ulewe. There's a creator who does that. I'm not saying I hate the content, but I hope people don't take it seriously. Because he's also creating content. Maybe he's not even serious about it.
Yeah, because unaona he has his life together. Do you think analewa kila saa?
Do you think someone who lewas on a daily has his life together? Ama wewe unataka kujaribu kwa example? Sawa. Okay.
It won't be a good example, I promise you.
I hate the glamorization. I hate it so much.
Why do you think it is so hard for people to talk openly about addiction?
Because I think it is so hard for people to talk about addiction because personally it makes them look weak. That's one. It makes them look so weak. That's one. And then 2, they are hanging around people who use drugs. You know, for you to be addicted to drugs, you have to be hanging around people who use drugs. So you can't
call out like alcoholism around people.
Watu
wanapiga shots alafu nawaambia alcoholism.
Fikiria venye, oh my God,
I'm so addicted, I'm struggling to. Watakwambia piga shot. Watakwambia piga shot, wacha mambo mingi.
Wewe iko nini? Kila mtu ni baba yake bwana.
Kunya vile unawakunya. That's what they say. And it's insane. It's not cool.
Yeah, so the fact that they also hang around people who use the drugs, it's so hard for them to talk about it. They also think that it is better, it is easier financially to keep the addiction up than going to rehab and getting treated. Because they think also, telling your family you're addicted.
Do you know
the judgment the family, unajua African families wewe, the judgment you will get, the ridicule you'll get, not even from only your parents, but also the children
around you.
And children, you know them. Those people,
children are very honest and they don't care about your feelings. Hawajafunzwa ku care about people's feelings.
So they will show you shege. So apart from that, I don't know what else, but that is the reason, I guess.
Mine is to just echo what Mwalimu said. Because you're right.
Yeah. Period. Looking at our society now, are we doing enough to prevent drug abuse, or are we just treating the aftermath? Okay.
I think we're just treating the aftermath, honestly.
Yeah.
Because nobody talks like literally. Okay, when I was younger, when I was in school, obviously we had these talks, but once I was out of high school, there's nothing. There's literally nothing. In fact, the only thing that is there is the drugs.
Oh, really?
Use it, we see what will happen to you.
And even I think at aftermath history, aftermath amekuwa addicted, ako rehabilitated. I think the rehabilitated, I think the aftermath is death and like bankruptcy. Like when you're so broke, you need financial help. Now that's when people are like, oh, guys. And that's your family. The other people come out when you're social media influencer, they will only come through when you're gone. Best believe.
Now what show up
case in point, this guy, what was his name?
Who?
Shira. Yeah, Shira is a very good example. People came through for him, but guess what? How can he
he doesn't even recognize your help because he's gone.
How can he benefit from it? No way. But when he was talking here on social media, drunk as hell.
And you guys realized that he was abusing. He looked sad.
He was sad.
Because kuna time alikuwa anauza sweetie to survive. Which was good. Because alipika up, ndio time alikuwa ameanza mtandao ikampik, so akapanda. So mtu kama huyo, you guys know he's struggling, but kwa video mnamtrash tu, mnamwambia oh nini.
And that is why people never talk about addiction.
And when he dies, ndio kila mtu ako like
ndio maana nakwambia at the end of the day, just don't start drugs, because at the end of the day only you have your back.
I think the best way usianze.
Na kama ushaanza and you're addicted, please, your family is your first to go. And if your family is not good, your friends, and make sure it's the friends who are not
if you have
abusing drugs, and if they are not abusing, using is okay, but like abusing drugs, they will lead you to that loophole of death.
And no, but if you are addicted too, don't even have friends that just use, even if they know how to use it.
Yeah.
You clearly don't know the boundary between using and abusing. Yeah. So don't put yourself in that environment.
But then again, you can have people who use drugs, but let them know of your addiction so
that they know
using drugs when you are around. Yes.
Yeah. And
if they do use it when you are around,
they're not your friends.
That's a very big red flag.
And if you don't have friends, no family, and no one is coming to save you, you'll have to check yourself into a rehab or check yourself. Wewe mwenyewe ujicheck, ujiambie boundaries. Kuna mali ukikunywa ukifika hapa, mali unaanza ku blackout, huoni, uachie hapo. Like saa zingine hakuna mtu anakam kukusave, ni wewe tu ama kifo. Chagua nani haraka,
nani mnoma. Noma si noma.
Okay. Okay. When you hear the words drug use and abuse, who and what picture comes to your mind?
Pardon?
First. When you hear the words drug abuse, when you hear the words drug use and abuse, who and what picture comes to your mind first? What do you think first? The moment you scare drugs, I scare Umosh. Because he was a star. And then because I'm not sure, I don't know the ins and outs, I didn't follow the story well, but I feel like if not for this, because huyo tu ndo anakam kwangu, honestly, seen the whole story, but we knew he struggled with like drug abuse and bankruptcy. So every time I think about it, especially because I'm a creator, I think about Omosh, because in his prime, manze, hakuna mtu alikuwa anapita entertainment Omosh. So kwa akili yetu, we all thought he was rich. Come to find out, years later, we're all grown, nobody even watches TV anymore, and we hear he's suffering, and I'm like, how? You are a star.
Yeah.
So that you actually ndo inanicontrolling, especially as a creator, na jiambianga, weka pause, na hata hiyo pesa unapata, usitumie kwa drugs, tumia kwa investment, kujibuild. Hata kama wewe ni msanii.
Yeah. So the what that comes to my mind is Nakada.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nakada,
ulifanya kazi yenu. Toka tujue tu kuongea.
Ni wanoma. Yeah. But apart from Nakada, the who I'd say Amani. I don't know if that's her name. You remember the Tanzanian babe who used to sing Mama Intili? She had big eyes, very big, beautiful eyes. She was so deep in drugs, when I tell you. It was so bad. She was rescued a couple of times, but now she picked herself up. She's married, she has kids, she lives in Germany, I think.
Sasa nyumeona mali story inaanza kuwa nzuri ni she picked herself up. He picked himself up. He realized that this is...
Yes.
Sasa I think you just have to realize.
Yeah.
The other thing that comes to my head ni Euphoria.
Oh, real, the movie.
Zendaya kitu imemtwanga. Najua ni acting. I know it's acting,
she's
but
really good.
She's so good at acting that hizo drugs imemtwanga juu.
And then she was so smart though. Like, akianza kukamiwa art about her drug use, she starts bringing up, by the way, you know she slept with your man. Yeah. Story imebadilika hivi.
Now we're not talking about her abuse. It's about your man.
She was so smart though, yeah. But that's a very good movie.
Yeah.
I think you should watch it and
season mpya inatokea.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
You should watch the series before the new one comes out, because it will teach you a lot about drug use and abuse.
Have you or someone close to you ever faced the reality of drug abuse? How did it shape your perspective?
Yes, a lot of people. Oh my God. Thank God it has never been women, because I don't know how I would have dealt with that. Because men are men.
With all due respect. Hata wewe unajua men are men. As a man,
like
you
men,
know that.
Men know how to get themselves out of stuff. I've never met a woman who has been... I have had stories on TikTok, but nobody in my close vicinity has been addicted to drugs. And I thank God for that.
That's probably because women can get themselves out of stuff, men can't. That's why they're the ones you're seeing.
I don't know about that. But like men, I've seen, oh my God, it was so sad. They lost the, oh my God. What was the question again?
How did it affect you? Have you seen someone close?
Yes.
How did it affect you?
So I've seen someone, different people. I've seen someone close to me, like in a few years back, and they lost their spouse, they lost their job, they lost their home because they didn't have enough money to pay. All money they got, they went to buy alcohol. Any money they get, alcohol. Any money they get. So it affected me, because this is a person I used to regard with high standards. That's one. So it made me think, at the end of the day, you are alone. So like ilinipatia tu hiyo, it's like you are alone, you know, because he was alone and there's nothing I could do for him. Like, as much as I want to, and I helped out probably making food, and you know addicts don't like food. I go, I make food, I clean the house, I do this. At the end of the day, even though I did all that, guess what? He's alone, because he is the one who has to get himself out of that situation. Yeah. So it just opened my eyes to realizing, at the end of the day, you are alone. True. So the decisions I make would only affect me. Yes, of course, people around me, but at the end of the day, I will suffer the most. So and then it affected the other situation now. It affected me because I saw kids suffering out of their father abusing drugs. They didn't go to school, the schools they could have gone to. Like,
they had to go to
cheaper schools, less
quality.
Yes. Yeah. Life is less, like, it was so annoying. The quality of life
had to go lower for the
children and the wife and the houses. They're not good. Like, anakuja tu anavunja kila kitu.
They beat the wife because that's what
they beat. Yes. And then when I was younger, that's not even the worst, because that's like something I see now and when I'm older. When I was younger, I was in a household where people, the dad used to come to the house when drunk as hell and kick us out and sleep in the house himself. Sisi tunalala kwa hiyo jikoni ya nje. Unakumbuka hiyo video yenyewe tumetoka ukisema kuna jikoni ya nje. So that's why we used to sleep. And then the people I used to stay with, they're like, don't tell people in school, don't tell anyone, because of course I'm not part of them, and I'm not part of their family, so I wouldn't understand the ridicule they go through if people outside their home knew this is what they go through. But then again, them telling me that was not helping me, because I don't have to go through this, because that's not my dad. If I tell my mom, she'd probably pull me out of this home and I'd live a better life. So you see, if I ever was to get, God forbid, if I was ever going to get addicted to drugs, and guess what behavior I'll have? It's going to be very, very aggressive, very violent, it would be that would be me, like, because I saw it in my childhood, and low-key iko kwa subconscious yangu hata nikatai. As much as probably it's not what I go through right now, it is part of my memory. So yeah, that's how addiction has affected me.
I don't think, okay, the only close person mwenye ni hiyo yenye nimekwambia, and juu haku go through a lot. Alikuwa tu kijana mdogo, hakuwa na familia. I think kitu alikuwa nayo ni masomo tu.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a lot, but kitu ilikuwa inanifanya nisitake kuwa kama yeye. They did not look cool, and I really cared about looking cool. So
really,
like,
man,
I still care about looking cool.
And if drugs will let me not look cool, guess what?
I'm not using the drugs because I need to look cool.
Oh my days, period. Mental health struggling is real. Are drugs becoming the go-to escape instead of
therapy or real help?
Yes, therapy.
I feel like it is. Because the way the world is going, atuko like, unaona kitambo kulikuwa na community. Squeezy vile tunaenda ni individualism.
Really,
and
capitalism,
people are so scared of being vulnerable and telling someone that, Aki, I'm so sad. Can you just talk me through this something? Help me, just listen to me. So mtu anaona kabla nifanye yote, let me numb.
Yeah.
Let me numb it all with drugs.
Yeah.
I think, and that's wrong. I do think that's it.
And yes, and I also agree, because I don't think people nowadays allow for
vulnerability
and conversation.
Yeah.
Just conversation. They don't allow for that, because utasikia mtu kwa social media anasema hii wiki imenitandika, acha nilewe. Hii wiki instead of you going to tell someone how they imekutandika, you know, imekutandika vipi, wewe unasema acha nikaambia alcohol. You know, and that doesn't help, because sometimes
acha nikate.
Nilianguka leo, acha nikate. Bro, why are you drinking because of some petty reasons? Even
hata zikishuka itabidi tu umedeal nayo.
And then hata kama ni something very important that has happened in your life, and you decide to go drinking, yeah, because someone has died and you didn't want to tell anyone, guess what? When you are drunk,
you will tell and cry to
everyone, not even a trusted person.
Mood.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And not even to one person. That's the problem. You are avoiding to tell it to anyone, not even your best friend or your mom, or you don't tell people how you feel, the closest friends you have.
And now you're opening up to the bouncer.
Guess what? Not even bouncer. Unaweza enda pale mbele ya club itishe mic uongee. So I don't see how it's solving your problem really. But though I understand that is how Genzs deal with their problems, which is not okay.
Which is sad actually.
Yeah.
It's very sad. I don't know. I think we should just learn it's okay to be vulnerable.
And we should also learn to spot good friends, because I would not choose alcohol over talking to you any day. Yeah. So spot good friends who would listen to you, who would not go around telling people your secrets and making you feel like, oh, I need alcohol and
mtu unamwambia shida zako na kwambia tu nitukate.
That is a red flag. That is a red flag, a big ass red flag. Sorry for the cussing. We said sometimes. But yeah, apart from that, is there anything else you want to say? Zimeisha, I know you want to spend more time with us. We are not your parents, we are sorry.
Mine is to just echo what Nakada said.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs.
Period. You have been chilling with me, Nosim Natasha.
And Brandy Mora.
And this is Genzs and Kat. Find us on all social media platforms. Genzs and Kat podcast tutatupata. Personally, account yangu ni Nosim Natasha kila mahali.
Brandy Mora, all social media platforms.
Make sure umesubscribe. I beg. Maka tunakuja kuambia wacha kutumia drugs na utaki kusubscribe. Utaki na kada wa reach out watupe tour ya kuzunguka country tuseme no to drugs.
Hata tukuje tuambie like younger people, Gen Alphas.
Utaki tukuje kwa hiyo huko kwenu tuwanyang'anye wazazi wenu drugs. When you wanna abuse drugs, you don't want us to do that. Anyways, subscribe, like, comment and share. Make sure you are very present, loving and patient with people who are addicted to drugs. Sindio?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been chilling with me, Nosim Natasha
and Brandon Morar.
Bye bye.
See you next week.